Good morning. We just finished unloading here in Sacramento. We're headed to Tracy, California for our reload and then back to Denver. We are up in the drone filming in tracking mode, parallel. We can't drive and fly at the same time, so we use this. You could if you get mad skills, which we will get, but we'll never fly like that and drive at the same time. We do lose it right here where the truck goes under the tree, which I was fixing to end anyway, so we'll just end it right here. See you in a bit. Okay, back on the road again. We are eastbound. No, wait. Westbound. I think it's the 205. Not 100% sure. Towards Oakland, San Francisco, west of Interstate 5, Tracy, California. TRACY. We're going to take the MacArthur exit. Number 9. That building there to the right is our baby. That's where we're headed. I'm not sure which side. I don't know if there's actually a couple of businesses in there, but we'll see when we get there. Elevation 59 feet. See, so to top right there, to the right, you've got trucks. To the left, you've got available. Then you've got cars at the end. I'm not sure what we're picking up. It's ProLogic. That's the building people. Prologis. Hollingsworth Fulfillment Center. I don't think it's that one. There's 1150 there. I think we're going to be on this side. Somebody living down there. Actually just making a mess. Put you on pause. So we're picking up, it looks like, from UPS. I'm going to say it's over there on the front east side of that building. See, I type in the address 1150, it just shows me that building. GPS will do the same thing. It don't matter, we don't use GPS. I'm old school, I like the maps. I really like Google Maps because you can satellite it. Okay, I guess we're going to find out. Oh, there's a signage up here. Nobody behind me, which is nice. UPS Healthcare 101. That's right there. Let's see, I think this is it here. It says 101 on that front door there. Somebody doing their burnouts right here. Hopefully we get loaded quickly. Oh, security guard. Security, security. Stop. I'd like to get my trailer past the gate rail. How you doing? UPS?
Yeah, you got some paperwork?
No, but I got some numbers.
Are you doing a pickup?
Yep.
All right, give me a second.
Okay. Switch into on duty here.
All right, so you're Quality Logistics, right?
Yes, sir.
And how many pallets are you picking up?
It doesn't say, but I got some pickup numbers.
What's that?
It doesn't say, but I got pickup numbers.
Yeah. Do you know by any chance where you're taking it to?
Yes, sir. It's going to Denver to Kaiser Permanente.
Yeah, because UPS here works for Kaiser.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I have your first.
I would have liked to have blown my trailer out a little bit. Maybe I still can. I'll ask this guy. See you in a minute. Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Actually, a drone. Let's head out over that farmer's crop. We are headed west right now. Airborne. Little turn right about here. Another little turn about here. And a better turn right about here. Here's where we are being loaded at. They're probably using about a quarter of the building. This is facing southbound. That is the 205. Confirmed via Google Maps. You cannot fly over a roadway with cars on it. So we'll go there and stop. Apologize for the rapid movements. We're still learning. We'll get better at it. We'll get it down to a smooth finesse. But I think this is our first video in the dock. Sitting in the dock by the bay, San Francisco Bay Area. or as I like to call it, with no insult to anybody, the San Francisco Gay Area. It's just what I've always called it. Now we're facing south again. There's a couple of guys chilling in that white pickup. Oh, the straight truck is what it's actually called. They're just chilling, and we're flying. I'm actually operating this drone from inside the cab. Pretty amazing that you can do that without having to be outside for reception purposes, if you will. This thing will go 10 kilometers, 6 miles, but regulations require that you see the drone. If you do not see it, you cannot fly it. Some people on their distance tests do it over water or do it with a spotter, so they say. But technically you can fly it via your cell phone connection. It's all done through satellite. And it's a 6-mile connectivity. You can fly pretty far. The legalities of it, of course, won't let you do that. We'll swoop in here for a lower level view. It's a rarity, especially coming into winter with the truck. Old Bessie is that clean, but at the moment she is. When we head back to Denver, though, I'm pretty sure she'll get trashed by mag chloride in snow. No big deal. They say it's got to go. We'll take it. The window is covered because I don't want you to see me. No, that's not the reason at all. It's covered because the sun's beating down on me and it hurts, so I cover myself. Anyway, we'll see in a bit. Okay. That was pretty quick. Able to squeeze in a half-hour break. Enough to where we can just keep on driving. Keep on driving. Clean these glasses a little bit. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. 67 degrees AC, of course, is on. Sorry, just cleaning my glasses a bit. Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, I'm getting hungry, and I saw an In-N-Out burger over there at exit 462 off Interstate 5. I think I can grab a bite. And we'll start headed east. I think we'll go through Highway 50. Took 80 coming out. Stopped by the Salt Flats there. So I asked that guard, I'm like, hey, is it all right if I fly my drone a little bit? I want to get some aerial footage of the truck. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, cool, just double checking, you know. He's like, yeah, I understand. He goes, these guys, this place is laid back. I'm like, nice. And it was way laid back. Opened the door right away. I blew it out with, I carry a blower nowadays. Blew out the dust that was in there. A few pieces of sticks. I grabbed a hold, threw them in the trash, but blew the dust out, and they got right on it. It's the way you should be loaded. You know, it's like, we didn't have an appointment time. We had a window of 10 to, I don't know, 6, I think. And I overslept a little bit, but no big deal. Had the time. So it was nice to be able to drive an hour south of Sacramento, get loaded, and now get the heck out of California. So we'll see you in a bit. What is this guy doing? Well, we are off. Go through this narrow pass. Fernley, Nevada. Built in 1838 or 36, couldn't tell. Maybe on the other side. 36. The beginning of Highway 50. West side of the story. Yeah, we got, what is it, 5:23 Mountain Time, 4:23 Nevada time. Make sure we have enough fuel. Yeah, we got enough fuel. Elevation 4153. We've gone up 4,096 feet from Tracy. Where we picked up this load, I think, wasn't it 59 feet? I don't know, I'll have to go back and look in the vid footage and see. I'm pretty sure it was 59 foot, 57 foot, something like that. The little town of Fernley. We got to go through Fallon, and then we hit the open highway. Open. No blinker, no nothing. And you stop on the corner. What a dumb truck driver. Probably realize you made a mistake, but you don't stop. You pull over somewhere. Oh my Lord. Over here doing 27, speed's 35. Blue 32, blue 32. I got a call from the FAA today. Federal Aviation Administration. Because I called them to ask where the testing centers were for Part 107. I need to be licensed. I've already registered the drone. have a license plate on it, if you will, a number that if something happens and they end up with pieces, and they're like, well, who owned this drone that got sucked into the 747 engine? That ain't never gonna happen because I don't fly stupid. But anyway, you have to be registered if you do any commercial use with it. Since I put it on YouTube, I don't worry about it too much, but it's something I want to do, something I should do. And if you're doing real estate and stuff like that with it, then you definitely have to be licensed. I forgot about this roundabout. It really is bad for the second laners. Third laners is even worse. As you can see, it's non-stop to the left. So those people just get to keep going and going and going. Everybody else has to sit and wait. Eventually you get somebody who will lighten up and let a couple cars go through, but I won't make you guys sit through that. But anyway, so he called me back and sent me an email stating where the testing centers are, so I can finish up on my schooling and go down and take the test. It's $150, but it's $150 every time you take the test. So if you pass it the first time, good on you. If not, then you'll be taking a test you'll be paying $150 each time. Anyway, see you in a bit. Yeah, you just have to catch a break or sneak a break in here. The people on the left just get to keep coming and coming and coming. And if we get a clown here who just waits until the 747 is landed. Oops, I thought he put his brakes on. I need to remember, I've done that before and I was like, what am I doing here? I forgot about it though. I'm right at peak traffic season, or hour, peak traffic hour. So yeah, like I said, I already registered the drone. I have a license plate for it, if you will. You have to, they give you a number. Costs $5 to register it. They issue you a number and you got to put that number somewhere on the drone. Unless it's 149 grams or less, then you don't have to register it. But this one's 1.5 pounds, so it's like quite a bit more in a way. I already took care of that part. Now I'm studying up for the Part 107. I will take that and be a licensed drone pilot. Just in case anybody ever says anything, it's like, oh, you can't do that. It's like, well, no, yeah, see, I'm licensed and insured. So yeah, I can do this. And in that process, you have to know. There's a little truck stop right there. I have to remember that for the future. A little bit of parking. Looks like some parking in the back as well. Yeah, when you're licensed, insured, and everything, but you know, going through that license, you have to learn a lot about aviation, airports, restricted areas, things like that. So once you have taken the exam and passed, it basically says you know what you're doing. You have, it's like a CDL. However, that's a little different. I mean, you can get a CDL. It's still not know what you're doing. Get a bad trainer. You know, you go through one of those schools, they pump you out, you got your license, now you got to get some experience. So they hook you up with Swift, CR England, or Knight, and you train with a guy who's been driving for 2 months. He trains you for 2 months. And you know, so just because you have a licensed CDL driver does not mean you know what the hell you're doing. Those guys get put up on a pass in the middle of a snowstorm. Watch the freakness start coming out. They freak out. Can't blame them. You need somebody to train them how to go through the snowstorm, what to look for. And it takes, you have to build up the experience. But at least if you have somebody, like if I had somebody training somebody, we were in a snowstorm and they were freaked out. I'm sure they'd be happy as hell to have me sitting right next to them. Seeing all the experience I have, in snow particularly. I've got a few comments from people that some of the snow videos have helped them out, which is good. That was my intention. The very first one was, I was just joking around, but nobody got it. No big deal. So yeah, once I'm a licensed UAV pilot, I'm supposed to know all the areas I can fly, where I can't fly, my limitations, this and that, and everything else. And one thing that's cool about this drone is it tells you, like I went to fly up at my daughter's house. I even let my 5-year-old granddaughter fly it. I put it on tripod mode. It's just really simple. You can move the controls really fast. The drone's going to go really slow. And you put it in sport mode, you move the controls fast, the drone's going to react fast. But anyway, I went to go fly and it said restricted area. Would you like to unlock it? And I'm like, well, yeah, because I knew I was by an airport, but I wasn't right next to it. I was pretty far away. So I went through the app, through my phone. I had to agree to all responsibility, which I had no problem doing, because I wasn't going to go fly 1,000 feet in the air, which it would do in a heartbeat. I wasn't going to, you can't go over 400 foot, but in that restricted area, I don't know exactly what it is. That's where my schooling is coming in. But I was just flying around the neighborhood. I wasn't going to go over 100 foot. Fly it on the inside of where I parked the tractor in the field there. And we actually flew it about 25 feet above the street. And we were walking on a curb and she was flying it as we were walking, flying it to the field. But I had to agree to all these things through the app. Full responsibility before it would unlock and let me fly. Otherwise the drone won't work. It's actually pretty cool. In case you're in a really restricted area, no matter what kind of permissions you get, you're restricted area, you cannot fly. The drone will not power up. We can't make a mistake. So it's pretty cool. But I'm going to be taking that test here next week or two. And get licensed. They have to do a background check and all kinds of stuff, which I don't have a problem passing that. I told the FAA guy, I go, yeah, I had to pass background check, fingerprint check with hazmat when I was hauling hazardous material. So I'm not worried about all that, but anyway, we'll get that all taken care of and be all legal-like, just like we are in the truck. We're going to be going through most of the loneliest Highway 50 at night in the dark. So not going to be able to get a lot of footage, but we're not going to go all the way. I don't know if I'm going to go to the border, which would give me about 15 minutes extra on my time. It's more than likely that's probably what I'll do. Either that or Ely. I think that's an extra hour. So I'll just put me back in Denver in roughly, 8 or 9 hours instead of 9 or 10. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'll call that it good for this video now. Getting ready to come into Fallon, Nevada. We are eastbound Highway 50. Eastbound and down. Thanks again for riding shotgun. Mountain Man Mike. We're going to call the drone the flying shotgun. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace. See ya.